ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾರಿಗೂ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್. ಈ ವರ್ಷ 2026 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ there was delay in the monsoon. ಸೊ even before onset of monsoon, ಕೇರಳನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು there was rain. ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು we never considered an onset of monsoon. IMD June 4th 2026 officially it's an onset of monsoon ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತು. What is the criteria used by IMD ಅಂತ will understand. IMD follows 3 criteria to declare it as an onset of monsoon. So ಯಾವ್ದು criteria ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. We are expecting question from this area. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ criteria ಮೇಲೆ questions ಕೇಳಿರಲ್ಲ, and from past 1 week these criteria are in news. So one by one we'll see in detail. The first criteria, rainfall. Illi what is the explanation? If 60% of available 14 southern meteorological stations report rainfall measuring 2.5 millimeters or more for 2 consecutive days. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ, ಸದರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ 14 ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಆ 14 ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 60% ಆಫ್ ದ 14 ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2.5 millimeters ಆಫ್ ರೈನ್ಫಾಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಇರಬೇಕು? ಫಾರ್ 2 days. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ 2 days ಇದ್ದಾಗ ವಿಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇಟ್ as ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೈಟೀರಿಯಾ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದ 14 ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ fact what you need to remember is 2.5 millimeters and 2 consecutive days. Next criteria nodana, which is wind field. Enidu, for the onset, the depth of the westerly winds should be maintained at up to 600 hectopascals. I'll explain you what is hectopascals. And wind speed must range between 27 to 37 kilometers per hour. ಇದೊಂದು criteria. We'll understand what is this. This is a sea level. Sea level ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is the pressure? What is the sea level pressure? It is 1013.2 millibar. You need to remember one more thing. 1 hectopascal is equal to 1 millibar. Okay? This is the basic fact that you need to remember. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇಸ್ 1013.2 millibars, then as you go above, as you go to an higher altitude, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? See, if this is the sea level, because of gravity, the pressure is maximum here. As you go to higher height, pressure gradually ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So almost at 3.5 to 4 kilometers ನಮಗೆ westerly winds. Westerly winds ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? The wind which is moving from west direction to the east direction. The westerly winds hectopascals ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು? It should be about 600 hectopascals ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? It is 600 millibar pressure ಇರಬೇಕು. That is one criteria which they have mentioned here by the IMD. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು criteria ಏನು? The speed of the wind. The speed of the wind continuously ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು? 27 to 37 kilometers per hour. This is about the wind. ಒಂದು rain ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು wind. We'll next see the third criteria, that is outgoing long wave radiation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. See, incoming solar radiation is always short wave. ಇದು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಿ. So incoming solar radiation is short wave, whereas the terrestrial outgoing radiations are long wave. ಇದನ್ನ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, outgoing long wave radiation. What is the criteria? See, this OLR ಗೆ what is the IMD criteria? See, satellite derived OLR ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು? The value should be below 200 watts per square meter. We'll understand what is this. See, ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ outgoing long wave radiations. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದೊಂದು ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Only when there is huge clouds. ನಮಗೆ huge cumulonimbus clouds ಇದ್ದಾಗ the watts will be less. Yeah, see, one more thing what you need to remember is satellites. Satellites are identifying and calculating the OLR. When clouds iddaga, especially when cumulonimbus clouds iddaga, ನಮಗೆ ಆವಾಗ we can detect the OLR which is less than 200 watts per square meter. So ಇದೊಂದು criteria. When all these three criteria meet, okay, when all these criteria are satisfied, ಆವಾಗ IMD will officially declare onset of monsoon. Initially IMD had said May ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. But we experienced monsoon yavaga June 4th we saw the onset. Why there was a delay anta nodana? Three important points given by the IMD are El Nino, then you have the Mascarene Islands, and then Indian Ocean Dipole. See, na El Nino ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು detailed video ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. The link for that video will be in the description. Next we'll see the Mascarene Islands. How Mascarene Islands is affecting monsoons anta nodana. Just next to Madagascar namge Mascarene Islands ಇದೆ. Remember ಇದು equator ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು southern hemisphere ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. So, see, before onset of monsoon, we all know southern hemisphere it is winters, northern hemisphere it is summers. So at this point there is what? High pressure. High pressure yake? We all know that wind always moves from high pressure to low pressure. Basic geography. Now, as I said you, it is winter year, it is summer year, high pressure in the wind moved towards India. Illi moisture togondo, when they meet the western ghats, orographic rainfall agutte, and we have onset of monsoon. This is the thing. But 2026 will understand. See, this area has become high temperature zone. High temperature agide because of what? Because of El Nino. High temperature adaga low pressure agutte. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ low pressure ಇದೆ because of peak summers. So now you say me, winds low pressure ಇಂದ low pressure ಗೆ travel ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So this is how initially the monsoon got affected. So what is the important term you need to remember? Mascarene Islands, high pressure ಇತ್ತು, but ಇವಾಗ it is shifted to low pressure at the initial phase of monsoon. Next important reason for the delay of monsoon, it is Indian Ocean Dipole. Indian Ocean Dipole alli namge positive ide, negative ide. So this time we had experienced negative. Yenadu Indian Ocean Dipole anta nodana. See, as I said you, summers alli Indian region high temperature, low pressure irutte. The waters are also a bit warmer. Land body is too warmer alla, but it will be warmer. Whenever the water body is warm, so if this is the water body, idu warm agide, evaporation agutte, and then when the wind comes, you have clouds forming and all. Okay, you have the monsoon winds which will carry this moisture because of the evaporation and all. This is the normal condition when the water is warmer. ಯಾವ regionally Arabian Sea region and the Indian Ocean regionally warmer ಇದ್ದಾಗ the rainfall will be higher in the Indian region. ಆದರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. If the water is not warm, evaporation will be less. So the wind which carries moisture will also be less. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ದ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಘಾಟ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ monsoon rain will also reduce. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೇ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜೂನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 days we had seen negative phase of Indian Ocean Dipole. See, this Indian Ocean Dipole is an important concept for both UPSC, KPSC and KEA. We are expecting question from here. So understand the concept clearly. So these were the 3 reasons why there was a delay in monsoon. From exam perspective, even one fact what you need to remember, Yaki monsoon, why it will always hit Kerala? Why not the other states? It can hit Gujarat, or it can hit Karnataka also. Yak only Kerala anta will understand. This is a equator. The wind, yav directional move agutte when the wind crosses equator because of Coriolis force or the Coriolis effect. Because of Coriolis force ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the northern hemispherally the wind is shifted to or it is tilted to right. ಇದು northern hemisphere ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the wind is shifted towards right. So ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ now what will happen, the wind is tilted towards right, and because of Coriolis effect ನಮಗೆ first we'll see it in Kerala. If Coriolis effect was not there, it could have hit Gujarat also. Straight up ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾಯ್ತು wind. Because of the Earth's rotation in the way of Coriolis force, and because of this Coriolis force, the wind is tilted towards right, and because of that, every year Kerala gets the first monsoon in India. See, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನು detailed analysis of monsoon ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ what is monsoon, ಯಾಕೆ monsoon ಬರುತ್ತೆ, why not the other countries get monsoon, southwest winds ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ರಿಟ್ರೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಆ ತರ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್ ಅಂತ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ದ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್. ನಾವು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ these two UPSC PYQ questions based on IOD and monsoon. Thank you.